After everything that happened, 3/11, wanted to come back. I haven't been here in so long. This is my second home, Tokyo. I find such inspiration here from the people, from the culture, the way that the Japanese regard matter, flesh, spirit, and technology, to me, is unmatched. Man, I'm still just in awe of the people carrying on here. It's super cool. Verbal is this rapper out of Tokyo. He's also affiliated with Bathing Ape. Nigo introduced me to him 6 years ago. Yoon is his wife. She's got an incredible style and just a purveyor of like great taste. Where you want me to sit?
Please.
No. Knowing you, the chairs transform into something else. So you sit on the wrong one.
Yeah, man, so how you been, man? It's been a while since the last visit.
Yeah. Well, I've been on the road, in and out of Europe for like the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's been tough on me to get back to Japan, but I had to.
Yeah.
Like, I missed the whole 3/11 thing.
Yeah.
Like, how did that affect you guys?
Japan is like an earthquake country. We've always had earthquakes, but 3/11 one was big. The buildings across the street were like shaking hard.
Phone disconnected, train stopped. The street was filled with people, and it was blackout in some places. So it's like there's no lights, and I feel like arena movie. Like, is this really happening?
We came back, switched on the news, and we saw the whole tsunami go down, and I'm sure you guys have seen the footage.
The large tsunami is moving and hitting the area of Sendai. And it looks like the tsunami has engulfed several cities.
Next day we woke up, it was like, okay, do we need to go get food and water? Because everything got cut off. Like, Japan is so abundant, everything is so available everywhere. Like, imagine water just being sold out everywhere.
And nothing
just
on the
things
shelves,
that we just
no bread.
take it for granted. It was like not there anymore. And then during that time, a lot of foreigners actually took off because we had this Fukushima situation. But a lot of news weren't being aired in Japan.
We were told 3 partial meltdowns, don't worry about it. Now we know it was 100% core melt in all 3 reactors. Radiation, minimal that was released. Now we know it was comparable to the radiation at Chernobyl. It's still a ticking time bomb.
So they're gonna go back to nuclear, or?
Yeah, we're stuck with it. Like, what? Are we gonna just like rely on winds and water now? We can't. We use so much. This is like neon's nation,
It's ironic because that whole nuclear power is what brought Japan to this economic state. It boomed because of that, because that was a catalyst to make everything happen so quickly, But then at the same time, like a little tipping of it caused this much disaster.
And I think in that sense, it woke a lot of people up, and it woke up this country. It was kind of like sleeping for a little bit, in a sense. And it took people really out of their comfort zone.
We had this triple disaster on March 11th, and we call it 3/11 after 9/11. It was like my generation, Hiroshima. It's got that big impact.
I was in my friend's 50s Chevy, and my friend's car started like pumping, And I thought he modified his car as a lowrider or something, But then, like, my friend screams like, "Kun, it's earthquake!" And it was like watching the Godzilla movie or something. People were like walking in the street. It was like Exodus.
例えば地震の時も電車がなくなって東宝にくれてる時にみんなツイッターを見ていやここ泊まれるから50人まで泊まれますよっていうのを見てじゃあ泊まっていいですかって連絡してとかそういう全然知らないコミュニケーションができてきたりとかコミュニケーションが活発化してるんですよね異常にこれはね今のこれまでの日本に一番なかったものだから悪いきっかけではあるけどもいい方向に行く部分もあるからなって思ってその辺はすごい楽しみですねこれから。
And I knew this would change the society big time, and it did.
It's like we just gotta think of some new business model, you know, like a new strategy to pick things up again and, you know, make things fun.
During times of like war and like need, you know, the human spirit just kicks in and we start to write and be poetic about like wanting change or being tired of the same, or the culture is just really, it's just poking holes through the bullshit reality that we were just stuck in.
My name is Yuka Uchida. I'm a member of Triple Nipples. I'm a vocalist and a performer. I'm from really countryside of Japan. And it's like Tokyo, it's like fantasy land. It's so much neon, so many people, amazing art, music's everywhere. People are wearing crazy stuff. Like, I was so excited to, you know, move here.
Hey,
Hi,
how are you?
good, how are you?
Nice
How
to
are
see
you?
you. Good, good, good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Oh, you see that this is like really normal soccer field, and not many people know about it. But underneath of the soccer field, there's one of the most magnificent places in Tokyo, and we're gonna go check
Under
it out.
here?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So let's
Okay.
go check it out.
Whoa.
Check this out.
Oh,
My God, right?
oh, wow.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh my God.
Right? Japan's like built on the fault line. So like natural disasters like all around us. Earthquake, tsunami, like flood, monsoon. This will all fill up with water when a typhoon comes or like monsoon season, like river flooded, and all the water comes into here and it pushes into the ocean.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing?
Yes. Crazy.
The tunnel goes for like 6 kilometers from river to river to river to ocean. Yeah, let's get down there and check this out. It took 17 years and it took like $2 billion. So it's like massive money. So government put so much money into it to protect their own people.
Quicksand! Quick thunder! Use your
Oh my
magic wand! Get up out of here. Okay, we should turn around before we get stuck.
So government built Tokyo city itself to be resilient. So people were feeling safe. But after 3/11, this like sense of safety that we always have is now gone.
Now, where were you for 3/11?
I was in the subway.
Oh, wow.
So the train rail has this system, like has an earthquake sensor. So the train stopped and then went like that. I was like, oh my God, wow, this is kind of like apocalyptic, you know?
Yeah, I would have been shitting bricks. Yeah, for sure.
We had to get out of the train.
Yeah.
And I got to, you know, walk down the underground tunnel. Yeah.
And how was that?
I was really excited. You don't get to, you know, walk underground of Tokyo. Not really. And get it overground. And then I saw this like footage of like Sendai, Fukushima, and I was, what is happening? Like it's just really unrealistic. And yeah.
Wow.
This is like world biggest drains. It's beautiful. People in Japan are not really sure about the government or the security or whether tomorrow is promised.
When new fears are introduced to you
Yeah.
that were there all along, but you never knew until like reality kicks in. It's a very scary thing.
Yeah.
Well, this is awesome.
「でももう豊かどころじゃないじゃん」最低限のレベルさえもうこんな食べるものも気をつけなくちゃいけないし飲む水ももうこれはどこ産なんだろうとか放射能の被害を少なくして生きていかなくちゃいけないんだろうってことをすごい考えなくちゃいけなくて。
素人のランっていう、集まりっていうかグループというか、名前でいろいろお店を出したりするんですけど3回やったんですけどその原発の高円寺で1万5000で渋谷で1万5000で新宿で2万人
開けたらすごい1万人以上人が集まっちゃってほんとびっくりしてそれはやっぱみんな世界が変わっちゃったから。
安全ですと気象隊がガン首揃えて夜中に言うよ安全ですとプルトニウムって吸っていいんですか。
小田明です、力点マガジンっていう雑誌を作ってます。日本人は結構シャイだったりで僕もそうだかもしれない。公にすることってすごく怖いことだと思う。なんか裸でみんなの前に立つみたいなそういうことだけれどもこういう自分の得意なアートとか本当かっこいいやり方違うやり方みたいなのをやったらかっこいいんじゃないかなと思ってでそうやって社会を変えていくことがちょっとでもできたらすごく面白いなと思って僕たちよりは明らかに30代40代50代60代の人たちの責任が重いはずなのにそういう人たちが躍起になって騙されてたとか安全だって言ってたじゃねえか保証はどうするんだとか都で潰せばいいとか。そういうこと全く自分の反省なしに言ってしまうこと第1号本当にチャレンジャーとして始めたやつは全くもうバーコード入れなきゃ流通できないなんてことも知らなくて一軒一軒置いてもらいたいなっていう本屋さんに行って置いてもらえませんか。なんか本当そこら辺のガキみたいな友達の女の子とか女子高生の友達の制服着てこうやって雑誌持って置いてくださいとか言うとポンポン置いてくれるみたいな大人ってなんかもっとすごいものだと思ってた本当になんか結構変わんないあんまり友達となんか結局女の子が行けばポンポン置いてくれたりなんかそういうことでなんかもうこれ遊べるなみたいなあいけるいけると思って。
Coming here now after 3/11, I can't tell you how the government operates, but I can tell you that these people are so strong. That remains part of what's so inspiring and part of the magnetism that brings people to Japan. Mitsu runs this place called 3331, so it's not necessarily like a gallery, and it's not necessarily like a community center. It's for artists by artists. So let's go check it out. Hey man.
All right.
Cool place you got here. Nice to meet you.
All right. Welcome to CC1. Have you been here before?
No. This is my first time.
This is 3C1. It's like a platform to share the different creativities like contemporary art, fashion, architecture, music, dance.
Mainly graphic, fine art. I'm doing lots of international projects.
What was this building built for before?
This building used to be a junior high school building. It was not used the last 7 years. This space used to be a canteen, and now we innovated to the white cube space with even the white floor, and it's hard to find in Japan.
This is a really impressive space, man.
These are people from the damaged area in Tohoku. They took their pictures of each other. That's a documentation by themselves, not by artists.
Wow.
You can see it's different from the cameraman's point of view. It's very natural, and like these areas, you cannot get inside.
It's devastation, man.
You cannot see this kind of photos in the media.
And what does the Japanese media show?
I think they not telling the individual story. There's so many stories, 20,000 people died and 20,000 different stories.
Wow. It's tough to see this, man.
Our idea is to show this kind of exhibition and we have more interaction, more opportunity to discuss about it.
I see these pictures and it reminds me of everything that I've always thought about Japan, which is, you guys are really resilient and you will not accept no for an answer. And how do the people react to it when they see these pictures?
It's very difficult. What can you do as an artist? Some people make music, some people make artwork. Some people think, okay, you have to do something before you're an artist. You're just a human being and you have to do what you can do.
ここは歌舞伎町って言ってアジアで一番の歓楽街です。僕たちチンポムって言ったアーティストグループです。
日本で芸術家をやっていて6人グループです。
で僕はリーダーの後ろです。
エリーです。で今から行くバーっていうのはすごく誰も知らないところのバーで今そこの秘密のバーに私たちのメンバーが集まってます。ね先にエリー行きたいんだけど。いいよ。なんでいつも行く先に戻すの？後ろの方がエリちゃん。なんで？
多分日本で唯一の外でのいろんな活動とかを制作とかをギャラリーに持ち込んだりとかするようないろんなそういう社会とのつながりが、もてはやされるようなグループです。渋谷の駅に永久設置されている明日の神話っていう岡本太郎が描いた巨大な壁画が渋谷駅に設置されていて、要するにそういう日本の被爆のクロニクルみたいなのを描いていて、広島と長崎と日本の第五福竜丸って漁船とか
時にちょうど階段の部分が削れていたみたいで、ここがスペースが空いていて、そこに今回の原発事故の建屋が入ってるのをこう岡本太郎さんの絵に似せて、その横に原画を傷つけないようにこう貼ったっていう作品を作った。ツイッターで写真はアップした人がいて、そこからこうもともとさっきも言ったように岡本太郎がもともと予言してたんじゃないかとか、
そんなはずない誰かが付け足したんだみたいな感じです。
誰かがやったとしてもものすごくウィットに飛んでていいものだと思うみたいな感じだったのがファッキンジーザスみたいな感じでこうシンボムが原発が爆破してしまって放射線が目に見えない放射線がこう空中に漂うっていうことっていうのはありえないっていう状況になってしまった時に芸術家として作品を作んなきゃいけないと思って残すことは当たり前だし。
福島の原発のすぐ近くすぐ近くというかもう本当に1キロのところとかで撮影してきたような作品。
Japanese lost some kind of identity after the war. Until the war ends, people believed that emperor was a god. It's stupid, right? When they announced on the radio that we surrender and the emperor is just a human being, we try to be westernized from next day, and it's kind of erased our history.
We wanted to be like Western country basically, but it didn't turn out that way. We mistranslated it. And we made this city like super interesting, like super original, super unique. That's what it is.
But Tokyo people or Japanese people like interested in so many things. We don't hesitate to not, I don't want to say steal, but get the culture from anything.
それに対して外国の文化はすごくかっこいいとか偉いとか歴史があるみたいな感じで結構こう崇めるじゃないですけど、この外国の文化を高く見るような兆候があったんですけども、ここ最近ではこの日本独自の文化がいろいろこうどんどん出てきて。
Street culture-wise, maybe 20 years ago, it was a heyday. I think for foreigners, it was kind of exotic. All the kids dressed crazy and something unreal. It was unreal for me even.
ここが 100% ドキドキです。こんな感じのオリジナルのお洋服やアクセサリーがいっぱい置いてあります。ゆっくり見ていってください。
なんで原宿ファッションはカラフルなんですかってよく質問されるんですけども、僕が考えるに、1968年代の、アメリカのヒッピームーブメントに結構由来してるんじゃないかと思ってるんですね。その時になんでカラフルなものをつけたかっていうと、戦争とか、テロとかそういったものっていうのは、白とか黒とか迷彩とかそういった色のない世界の出来事だったわけです。で現代のことを考えてみるとやっぱり戦争やテロは全然なくなっていない。その中で今の若い人たちがどうやって抵抗していったかっていう時にやはりこういったカラフルなものだったり。
I used to hesitate to show like Harajuku go to the world, but then I started realize, oh, this is like one of the kinds and a very unique culture we create. It's 100% Japanese thing,
In 2000, there's so many young kids start their own brand. They just started to maybe silk screen and people liked it.
There's people making T-shirts and then becoming like millionaires, billionaires. Like this is like such a like Tokyo like Harajuku dreams. Nigo made like one of the longest trend in Japanese fashion history. Bathing, I found the market and then also like a scene.
考えるに今までのクリエイティビティっていうのは割とその海外からの直輸入を日本的に焼き直したものがすごく多かったと思うんですね。ただそれが今その震災後のみんなのこの意識の中ではそれが今この日本に合わなくなってきてるっていうのがすごく浮き彫りになったと思うんですよ。そういう意味ではそれまでに見えなかったけども活動していた日本独自のクリエイティビティっていうのはすごくこう出てくると思うので、将来的にはそういったものがこう伸びて日本独自のクリエイティビティとして世界に発信できるとするならば将来的にはすごく、面白いものが日本から発信されるとは思っていますね。
The place that I'm going to take you is the new generation, the kids that, I feel like the most inspiring right now. 20-30 minutes away from this area is the Glitzy Shibuya and Harajuku, but now it's being taken over by fast fashion. So it's leaving no room for those kids to start anything. They're creating these little studios and shops because it's very DIY. They take a lot of old elements and make it into something new and making ugly things, making it beautiful, and then taking beautiful things, making ugly. So in that sense, I feel like it's punk.
Yeah.
So this is Kitakore, that area that you see Dog and Il and Garter. 3 years ago, there was nothing there, it was just a garbage land. The company that owns the land just told them that they can come in and do whatever they want. This is what they built. It's amazing. These are all the handmade jewelries by this artist called Mademoiselle Yulia. She's a it girl, actually, like defines this generation of electro scene in Tokyo right now. It's Rachel. She runs a shop called Yo-Yo.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. Okay, let's go upstairs and take a look at it. Isn't this amazing?
Wow.
Kai-san, he makes a lot of these like studded stuff. Gaga wore a lot of his things as well. It's like transforming every time I come out. Did you get in trouble with the neighbors by doing all this like constructions or anything?
Yeah, we get in trouble. It feels like we're never satisfied because it changes so much and it just keeps getting better. And if there was another way to do it, we'd all happily have someone else do it for us.
The stuff has got so much personality and it just feels so authentic. Even though these things don't belong in a brand new building. You know what I'm saying? The ambiance just sort of reinforces the intent, you know, when you guys are making and collecting these things. It's super cool. Thanks for having me.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Right now, so I'm really excited that Pharrell's gonna see it, and we're gonna have the best time and biggest fun.
Thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a really good fucking Japanese night, because they were awesome.
東京っていうのはディズニーランドみたいなもので24時間こうあって本当ジェットコースターみたいなところだから。
でもそんな東京がさ、その停電になっちゃってもう全然何にもすごい暗くなっちゃったりとかさ、そういう風な状況にもあったわけじゃん。
でもまあすぐ復活。
いやでもそういう中で行われたいろんな行為とかうちらのこともそうだけど、そういうことがやっぱ大事だと思う。それがやっぱ世界の人は見てると思うし、
アイデア一つで変えていけるっていうすごくチャレンジできる時代だと思うから、東京っていうのは今はちょっと元気ないけどそういう人材もたくさんいて、そういうキットもたくさんあるね。で環境もあるし絶対面白くなるはずだし、だから東京を見ていてよって感じ。
何を守って何を捨てなくちゃいけないってすごい真剣に考えなくちゃいけない時代だもん。
もうとりあえずもう今までの嘘とかインチキとかそういうなんかこう暗いなんか謎の予定調和みたいなのが全部もう一気になくなったから、本当になんかこう自分のやりたいことをやってってこう、やれることをやるっていう時代になると思うんで、これから多分いい時代です。
I hope young kids get more angry because, you know, the old folks wrecked the country. I hope there will be more room for kids to start doing something new.
Like anything, like if you fall right into the bottom, the only thing you can do, the only thing it's gonna happen is just climbing up. We're gonna see new Tokyo, like reborn, because Japanese people are really, really resilient. We can do it, and I'm so glad that I'm here in this age, in this period, living here right now.
出る杭を叩けっていう日本語のあれがあるんだけど、叩かれるっていう日本語のことわざがあるんだけど、それをだからこうやって軒並みそうなるんだけど、この間いい話を聞いたのが、その出過ぎるともう打たれなくなるっていうね。
So, you know, seeing old friends, meeting new friends, experience the various subcultures, the very thing that brought me here in the very beginning, like over 10 years ago, which I love. I've always loved good people, incredible energy. Love Tokyo.